Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining us on Sustainable Growth. We are on again with Chip Baker and a couple of his co authors from Volume 7, The Impact of Influence. And we have Chip on speaker right now. Hopefully, he could join us, but right now he's on speaker. So just follow us, join in. If you have any questions, comments, drop those in. So, we're going to jump right in. I have two Tamikas on here. So we're going to try to work. This is
And I hate when
Tamika.
this happens. I cannot hear. I've never used this before. I can't hear anything.
Okay. So let's go with Tamika Chop Martin. Can you go ahead and do an intro of briefly introducing yourself and also letting us know, why you want to be a part of this project?
Everybody. Again, I'm Tamika Chop Martin. I'm currently an assistant principal in Splendor ISD. I've been an educator for 21 years. I started my career in Conroe ISD and transitioned to Klein ISD, and now I'm in Splendor ISD, where I have had um, multiple positions in the education field. But I'm also a mother. I'm a speaker. I'm a teacher. I've authored some other things. Wife. Lot of things, multifaceted. So I was in volume 5 of The Impact of Influence, and that when that was brought to me, when the Lord placed that in my life, when Chip reached out to me, talking for a long time. Our families are from the same areas, and he's a little bit older than me, so I've been knowing him all my life. Me and his sister are actually we graduated from the same class, so we have that family connection already. And when he was started his doing his interviews, I remember I was interviewed 34, and to me it's all about numbers. So I go back and look at that, and 3 plus 4 is 7, and then here we are on The Impact of Influence, volume 7.
Mm.
So I always divine alignment for what I do, and I do. The Lord don't do anything by mistake. So again, one of the reasons why I wanted to be a part of this endeavor is because I know this is a man of God that is called to put this into the world, and he's going to put in his heart the people that needs to be a part of the project. And so when he reached out to me again and say, hey, let's do a volume 7, we're talking about adversity, and I know a lot about adversity, so I want to make sure that I was a part of that project, because if it was put on his heart, then it's a divine alignment that I need to be here, a part of this project.
Wow. Thank you so much. Tamika Newman, can you do the same? Give us a brief intro and why you want to be a part of this project. I think okay, she's froze.
Yeah. Can you
So
hear? Oh yeah, she's froze up.
yeah, she's froze. So
Technology.
we'll just keep moving then.
Yeah.
With okay, she's gonna jump back on. Chip, with the co-authors that you have, we kind of hit this a little bit yesterday.
Yeah.
So with these ladies, when you reached out to them, what was it about them that said, this is who I want to be a part of volume 7?
I just think that they're amazing influencers. Just great people doing great things and have been doing great things for years. Just like she said, blessed, busy, and booked. I love. Uh,
Mhm.
they
Blessed, booked,
all
and busy.
blessed, booked, and busy. Yeah, I just they all are great people giving service, and that was the key component because I'm a big service person, right? I
Mhm.
love to put myself. I love being around people that are good hearted, right? Good hearted with good intentions. And when you throw, faith in there, when you throw connections in there, when you throw looking out for others, education, when you throw all those
Mhm.
other things in there, that's a great recipe for impact and influence. And so that was kind of some of the premises of why I asked them.
Mhm. Wow. So, Tamika, when you were writing your chapter, um, Was it like therapy for you? Did you have any lessons, as you was going through your chapter?
It's always therapy for me because I always overthink. I have a lot going on in my mind. And so this was of course therapy, but I wanted to also help other people. So like I always say, we are created for a relationship, first of all, with our Heavenly Father, because I'm a believer in Christ. And secondly, with everybody else. So I always say, if we're not vertically aligned, we can't be horizontally aligned to others. So again, this was just a part of me releasing some things that I needed to release. Talking about the impact of life. I was born from teenage parents in Robeson County, which is not the most, how can I put this, friendliest minority county when I was growing up. I hope that I put that in some good words. But long story short, I want to make sure that kids see that though you were born from teenage parents, though you face a lot of adversities, whether it's socioeconomic, whether it's PTSD, past trauma going on. I mean, family members addicted to drugs, whatever you have going on, you need to be able to, as I say, see past your city limits. So that's why the title of my chapter is Seeing Past Your City Limits, Manifesting Your Destiny, because we got to put stuff in the atmosphere as it is. And if we believe and put a plan in place, then the Lord going to manifest it in our lives.
Wow. I like everything that you put in there. It's like it was so many nuggets, and just in this short amount of time, the things that you were dropping, I could only imagine what your chapter is like, with all the different things that you would have dropped in. Tamika Newman, are you can you hear us now? Okay, so she's still frozen. So within your chapter, as you went through all these different things, emotions, flashbacks, and everything as you were writing your chapter, what would you take from that and say that I have to apply this to the next thing that you're working on, or vision or goal that you have?
I see past their current situation. So that's the biggest thing that I want people to get out of it. Like I said, everybody can have all the excuses they want. And then when I was in college, I had the opportunity to become a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated at the Prairie View A&M University. And so there were some things we were taught about excuses. Excuses are tools used by incompetent individuals, nothingness, and those that dwell in them shall surely perish. So we have a lot of stay, and we can be bitter or we can be better. So I choose to be better every day and let people know that though you come from humble beginnings, you don't know the sky is the limit for what you can do.
Wow. What would you share if someone wants to pick up the book and once they got to your chapter, what would be one word you would take out of that to say what?
I would say keep pushing. I don't know word. I push. I push through. Push. You got to keep. You got to keep moving. You cannot stay stagnant. Even when you feel like you want to. I don't always have one word, but to me, my biggest thing too is also win. And win to me, that was placed in my heart in 2019. WIN stands for intentionality and never stop. So every word that I see and that I'm giving the Lord, additional words that are going to help me help others push through that particular piece.
Did this push you over the line of something that you may have been fearful of, was holding back on, or you just kept having in your head of, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, or either not yet, not yet? Did this like thrust you into something that you was holding on to?
For sure. It's like, I tell people, it's like, quote unquote, being naked. I mean, everybody can kind of see you out there, and most people fear rejection. And so you want to make sure that what you're saying is something that's impactful, but also you got to take your own feelings and emotions into play. And like you said, you have to go back in your mind and bring up some things that might not out those things, without those hurdles and without those obstacles, you wouldn't be who you are today. So yes, it was definitely a challenge getting through some of that. And I did, stop a few times, and there were some tears and there were some emotions, but I was also thinking to myself, I got to push, I got to win. I have to put this out, because it's not just for me. These are gifts to help the next person who is not as strong as I am to overcome what they need to overcome.
Okay. Chip, what would you say, as you've gone through 7 volumes, and I know each time is something different, and, different things just may happen. Now that you're on volume 7, is it anything that you would look back on and say, I should have done this, or you've learned the lesson, and how would you say you would move forward from that lesson? I think you're muted.
Yeah, I probably had to take myself off mute, huh?
Yeah, there we go.
So I was still soaking up the game that Chop was giving us. But no, I think the first thing for me, I'm not a person that live with regrets, right? So first, I'm just grateful to be an author, right? So for me saying I can't be picky, like, man, like an author of a real book, like a few real books, like they, like you look at them, they have real ISBN
I
numbers.
understand. I get it.
like real books, right?
Yeah.
So for me, I think the first piece is just having the gratitude to understand that like this is a thing, like this is a rare space, right? And so to be in this rare space, I'm wholeheartedly grateful for that. Now, like in anything in life, you always want to strive to be the best version of yourself. So, each time, there's always things that you learn, and this time we like on the first one, we went hard, like with the tour, and I was dead, man. Like growing up from, and, Chop talked to you about where we from, like growing up, where I'm from, vacation was, hey, put your stuff in the grocery bag. We're gonna drive to Dallas and go see your family. Like 2-hour drive, 2.5 hours drive. That was vacation. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that was vacation. Right? And so, man, we did the first Impact of Influence book. We did a 10-city book tour, and I'm telling you, like, I got tired of flying. Right? Like, it's a big contrast, from that. But like I said, it showed me to be grateful, for the blessings that I did have, because there were times where I would sit on my porch and dreamed of things like this. Right. So I'm certainly not going to complain about it, because I'm just great, and I'm tired, but I'm not going to complain about it. Right. But those are just things. I mean, you just continue to learn and grow, so that you can move more efficiently and effectively.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing. You just like, and as you get older, you want to conserve some of that energy too, because you need it for some other things, and you're prioritizing and all of that stuff. But it's been a great ride for sure.
Yeah. No, I absolutely agree and understand that. I mean, we talk about, how we grew up, and the vacation was, like we going to the country, I hated looking at that red clay dirt. I hated it, but hey, as a child, you have to suck it up and get in that back seat. Let's go. But hey, so it was either that or so hey.
And then I'll tell you this. So as a kid, it was, put your stuff in the grocery bag. But then as I got a little older, I started playing sports. So now you put your stuff in the duffel bag, right? So you elevate, right? Yeah. Right. And then you get to college, you got your travel bags, right? You use those. Then now, man, this is good you asked me, because this is a circle, like this, the evolution of growth right here. So then, now you get into a career, I'm still holding on to man, let go of them football bags. So you got to, you can get you some real luggage, right?
Yeah.
And then,
Luggage.
Yeah.
luggage, yeah. And then they start making the ones with the two wheels on it. You can lean back with the handle. Like,
Mhm.
oh man, let's go, right?
Yeah.
Then they got the ones with the four wheel. That boy. So
Yep.
when I hit the 10 city book tour, I was on the four wheel boy, right? Like
Yeah.
let's go, just smooth, right?
Yeah.
Elevation and
But it just
evolution.
that's it. That's it. And
Yeah.
just it just shows me to be grateful because
Mhm.
in any moment I could go back to that
Yeah.
the grocery bag travel,
Mhm.
right? And so it just shows me that it's important to be grateful for all of those, and don't complain about it. Just be glad that you're here.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
It's whatever that space is, even though you may
Yeah.
not be where you want to be, is like, hey,
Mhm.
I'm glad I'm here right now. I'm
Oh
in this
man.
space. So just
Yes.
being thankful for being in this space right now. So,
Yeah. That I mean,
Tamika, what else would you go ahead?
go ahead. Oh, we about like go ahead. No, Chip just made me think about something because if you go back laying on the floor with all of your cousins, not even having your own bed or even
Yeah.
having your own room, and to be afforded the
Yeah.
opportunity to have your words in print,
Mm-hmm.
your experiences in print, even if it just helps one person, then that's one other person that has the opportunity to get up that next day and say, hey, because of this, I'm gonna be better today. I'm gonna push today. I'm gonna go out in the wind today. I'm gonna look for opportunities today. So
Yeah.
just to say what Chip said, that the evolution, you always have to go back first into your nucleus, and that's well, sometimes I do go back to Calvert, Texas. I do go back to Hearn, Texas. I do go back to the west side of Bryan, Texas, and look where I grew up, what I grew up in, what I was nurtured in, but also realizing that even though I was nurtured in that environment, that I had a village of people who were going to help push me through to be what all God has called me to be and what I continue to strive to be.
Mm.
Well, no, I absolutely agree. I mean, it's as we get older, you kind of, for me, I flash back to that time when, grandmama used to tell you, just keep living, baby, just keep living. And we didn't get it then, but now,
Yeah.
ooh,
We
look,
get it.
Mm.
I understand. I understand.
Yeah.
We used to talk when they get up and start rubbing their knees and stuff, but now,
In the back,
man, we, we get out there to, ooh, I understand. So,
ma'am.
it's it now being in this space, you look at that generation behind me and these younger kids and things that they say, you're like, yeah, okay, your day coming. Okay, your day coming. And we were
If only
told the
you
same
knew.
thing. And now, as you get older, you get in this space, you start seeing and being appreciative and all of these different things for just being in this space,
Mhm.
right now. So,
Man, that I want to add on that because that hits home for me.
mhm,
Where I am in my life, I'm in a phase, and Chapo understand this too because she's had some deaths in the family, those kind of things as well. Um,
Mhm.
where I am in my life in the past 15 years or so, I've had four of my top five pass, right? And that's like
Yeah.
dad, mom, grandfather,
Yep.
grandmother,
Mhm.
those people. And so it's different. It's a different feel to be at a funeral or to be on the front row at the
mhm,
Mhm.
funeral. Like there's a difference, right? There's a difference. And
yeah,
so what I mean by that is it makes you reflect. It makes you think about what do you want your influence to be. It makes you think
Mhm.
about what do you want your legacy to be. It makes you reflect on what is the life that I've lived thus far. Has it been pleasing in His sight?
Mhm.
mm,
It makes you reflect on lots of different things.
yeah,
um, but um, the actuality of it is just like we've talked about. now we are to people what those people were to us.
Yep.
Come on, I'm gonna give that one again.
That's
Hold on.
it.
Now we are to people what those people
Mm-hmm.
were to us. And so
Mm-hmm.
now
Yeah.
it allows you to like if you think you've been living intentional, if you think you've been living on purpose,
Man.
oh man, it lights a
Listen.
fire in you,
Yeah.
right?
Listen.
Because you know that like tomorrow is not I don't know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow. But I
Yeah.
know I'm gonna be here today. I'm giving you everything I got right now
Yep.
today.
Mhm. That's
Right. And
it.
so it allows you to be intentional. It allows you to be on purpose with a purpose. It allows you to understand that, hey, this is what I want my legacy or my influence or my impact to be. And so, just as we were talking about all of those things, it took me to that space,
Yeah.
from the grocery bag
Mhm.
to the luggage, the 4-wheel
Mhm.
boy, right? What do you want? What luggage are you carrying with your legacy?
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that was
Come on.
okay. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute.
Let the church say amen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a
You
minute.
could,
What did you say?
Hey,
you could tell we
you
grew up
got-
in the church, but
hey,
we was in church all Sunday,
the pocket square on them.
Wednesday, Sunday. We
Wow.
also in church. I'm telling you.
That's
Wow. That's oh my
Small
God.
chances to do some stuff.
That right there,
Yeah.
that title. Mm. Okay, Chip. All right. I got to sit in that one.
Yep.
Like,
This
Preach.
level.
It was
And,
one of
you know,
those. It was like,
that's it. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? But I
oh
tell
my!
people all the
I
time,
caught
you
it,
know,
but
you caught it.
I caught it, but you still got to sit there with it. You still got to be
You
like,
gotta let that thing
Yeah.
simmer.
oh
But
my
hey,
God,
I'm
that.
gonna share this with you. So like I do like barbershop talks sessions on my
Mm-hmm.
platform with my barber. So we just because he's a minister, like deep thinker guy, and so we always have just deep convos, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we laugh. He laughs at himself, and I laugh at him. Like when he's sitting in that moment, like he'll
Yeah.
let a couple minutes go by, he won't say nothing, and all I hear is
Processing.
Hey,
Processing.
and then he'll wait like a minute. That's that's what I do that too sometimes. Just okay.
It's like, yeah, it's like you hear it, you catch it, it's still like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. So let's bring on Chris. He jumped on. So we're going to jump in real quick. And thank you for jumping on with us. So let's jump right in with you doing a brief introduction and why you want to be a part of this project.
Oh, thank you so much, and excuse my tiredness. It's all on me. I'll take accountability for that. But look, it's a great day to be alive. As we know, my name is Chris Holmes, author. Great to be a part of this great project with Chip Baker, The Impact of Influence, multiple-time author, poet, uh, educator as well, photographer, videographer. I just like capturing the memories and helping producers as well. So all around creative and just driven by the dream and passion to make an impact and leave my legacy as well as to write my story in my book.
Okay. So as you wrote your chapter, did you have any aha moments or was there something in there that pushed you to do something that you was just, I don't want to do it now, not now, I'm gonna wait, oh, it's not the right time, all the excuses that we pull out the air,
All
so
up there, you got to pull it. It's coming
yeah,
right
all the
in.
things
Hey,
we
hey, hey, look.
pulling down. So did it push you to go and do whatever that thing is?
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, I feel like that's a battle. Like, I'll speak for myself. I go through every day because when I write my chapter, I'm talking about facing your own reflection. Because a lot of times we can be our own biggest critic and enemy. We can have everybody else talking of great accolades and much more about ourselves, and then we try to downsize it, or we allow some kind of at times traditional culture or whatever influences around you make you think less than what actually you are of a great purpose. So I talk about that because I feel like that needs to definitely be put out there a lot more, because a lot of people fight this battle inside of their mind and thinking they're the only one when they can overcome and see other people doing great accolades themselves. Starts with believing in yourself. That's the biggest thing.
Nice. Okay.
Mm. I was listening.
Mm.
Look,
We,
what Michael
we've
Jackson
been doing a
sang,
lot of in this conversation. A lot of
the woman in the mirror, the man in the mirror.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
Rest in
Yeah.
peace, Mike.
Yeah. I like the
Yeah.
facing your own reflection. That's nice.
Mhm.
That's nice.
Mhm.
So
Mm.
so and this is for, I'll put this out to, well, no, let's start with Chip. Do you see the impact of influence in a whole or either a particular volume going into like maybe a webinar or accelerator or something?
It's funny because I'm connected with this influencer, and man, she is always on me about uh putting something together. And so there'll be time. So I sound like somebody on here know who I'm talking about.
Uh-oh.
You know,
I wasn't expecting that one.
yeah. So
Uh-oh.
there'll be some there'll be some you know, I'll be doing some things and I'll check my email or check my message. Sounds like we ready for the impact of influence. You know, and so, you know, I say that because that's her, that's our host. She does that for me, but I also say that because it's definitely a blessing to have people in your life that see those things, you know, and it's been, you know, like I'll share this with you guys here, like I've shared with her. It's been absolutely nuts in a great way, you know, and you know, if you want to do something, you want to do it right. So I was like, hey, I gave her a date. Here's the date, you hold me to it. And so yes, that's coming. To answer your question, all of that is coming because I got somebody that's gonna help me do that, right? That asked me the question. but no, I'm grateful to have people in my life that see those things, that, you know, that push me to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, that don't just man, I've had so many people in my life that have said to me, like they've seen greatness in me, maybe when I didn't even see it in myself. And they, you know, they said to me, hey, you know, I'm thinking of a particular coach that was a mentor. Hey, I'm gonna teach you how to do this because eventually one day you're gonna have to do this. But not just say I'm gonna teach you how to do it, but teach me how to do it. And then the next time it comes around, okay, you got it, and I'm gonna be here to guide you through it. All right. And then the next time it comes around, hey, that's your thing, dog. You know what I'm saying? So like, just like the past, the cycles, to have great people in your life to help teach you things, that's truly a blessing. So to answer your question, yes, because I'm blessed to have great people around me that can help me with those things. I think in the bonus to that too, I'll just talk about the Impact of Influence book series. And I've said this to the authors numerous times, and I'll say it here. It's no excuse for every one of us to not achieve every one of our bucket list goals. No excuse for that. And the reason is because, man, we are connected. The Impact of Influence family, the authors in the books are dynamic. I mean, like they're doing amazing things, you know, as your audience can see, you know, with the people that's on, like they're amazing people doing great things. And so, like, you know, I'm just thinking like your Chop, you know, we talk all the time. Well, what about this? How you do that? You know, Chris, you know, hey man, you got this new gimbal. Like, bro, I don't know how to work no gimbal. Like, you know, how you do that? Well, you got to show me this, right? Like, man, like gimbal, what's a gimbal? I don't know.
Yeah,
Right? Like all
gimbal.
of those different things.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, so everybody's on the call that's here on this has done that for me. right? And so it's important to have people that push you
Yeah.
to get out of your comfort zone. And so the long short answer, yes.
And I mean, when you say, about being uncomfortable, many years ago, I was this guy that I was connected with, and I would never forget this. He would say, because somebody was complaining about, oh, I'm so nervous because I think they're getting ready to speak or meet somebody or something. And he say, why are you nervous about being nervous, or why are you scared that you are nervous? Because that's actually a good thing, because the minute we start to get comfortable is when we
Yep.
start to mess up, or when we
Yep.
start to miss opportunities. So when you are nervous, you get them butterflies. That's a good thing, because now you're paying attention and you're always going to be aware of what you're
Yes.
getting ready to do. And I never forgot that, and I always kind of keep that with me, and it makes sense. And as you grow and years pass, you just see that, fulfilling that, okay, I did do okay. It wasn't as bad as I thought. Because it just makes us aware to be on our toes and not just, oh, I got this. You get comfortable, lean back, and, who knows where it's going to go. So you're
It gives
absolutely
you a
right.
heightened sense of awareness too.
Yep. Yeah,
When you
it
do that,
does.
when you allow yourself, like, and somebody's asking me this, I was about to speak and I was setting some of my stuff up, and the guy was like, "Man, do you get nervous?" Like asking me, right?
Yeah.
Like I was about to speak. I was like, "Yeah, man, back up. I'm trying to focus, dog. No, trying to get in my zone, man. You talking to me?
Yeah.
No, no." But
Mhm.
I was like, yes and no.
Mhm.
No, because I'm comfortable and I'm grateful for the opportunity, but yes, because I'm always striving to work to be a better version of myself.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
each time I have the opportunity to speak, I'm intentionally working on something that I can be better on, so I can push
Right.
myself to see, okay, how'd you do with this story? Did you drop these points? Did you relate those things?
Mhm.
How was
Mhm.
your proximity? Like your tone, like it's so many things that you
Yep.
can work. Like, and I'm using that for speaking, but that's everything
Mhm.
we do in our life. Like pick an area in your life. There's so many things that you can work on. So yeah, it's important to have some of that nervousness, because now that gives you a heightened sense of awareness on,
Yeah.
because I'm not perfect, right?
Yeah.
But I want to be as close,
As I can.
like I talked about the funeral. I
Mhm.
want to be as close to as perfect as I can, because it's bigger than me. It's not about me. It's about
Mhm.
Mhm.
what I leave and what I do for those people around me.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So before we jump off here, I'm gonna go around the room and ask the question: if someone is looking at this and saying, "Okay, I may have purchased one, two, or one of the other volumes. What is what is it about seven that should make me attracted to it enough to purchase volume seven?" I'll start with you, Tamika.
Well, again, seven is a number of completion. All of the authors that are part of this is it's a completion of some our lives. It's a completion of something in the world. So
Mhm.
definitely, seven is that number of completion. So I would definitely say this is one of those powerful ones. Everybody has faced adversities. Just reflecting on what I poured out into those words and those pages, and that Chip has gathered through the divine alignment of what God has placed on his heart, that we're going to blow it out the water
Mhm.
with this one. So that's why I'll say, hey, this is seven. Because I was in five and I was like, five is all the way live, but seven, we're going to take it to the next level, because again, that is a number of completion. And first of all, our ultimate goal is to wake up every day. And my big why is to live on purpose, with purpose. And so that Chip does is purposeful, and the people purposeful, and the reason why God have all of us in this space together is because it was a divine alignment of something we need to get out into the world. And with this type and swipe nation of these generation of kids, with everybody suffering from so much trauma, and they need to overcome adversities, coming from
Mhm.
multifaceted points of how you can overcome certain adversities. this one is going to be one that's going to blow them out the water. And I think it's going to take this series all the way up to the next level.
Chris.
So for me, like as I was listening, it just reminded me, not tomorrow, not next month, not next year, right now. And the reason why I phrase it like that is because take advantage of the present. As you reading our stories, you don't get all this inspiration, and don't let it just stop there. Start acting on your dreams, your purpose, or anything that you want to, even your bucket list, as Chip was talking about right now, because you never know when your time is going to end. But so right now, go ahead and take that pen out. Start taking those actions. Start taking chances, and go beyond fear. And I think that's what's going to really strive people out of this book, is to start facing their own inner challenges, facing their fears, facing the insecurities, or whatever, or even the trauma, or whatever trauma people try to portray onto you, because that's another thing among itself. And to start taking these actions and moving forward, because once you start doing that, you're moving with courage, you're moving with passion, you're moving with hope, you're moving with faith, you're moving with power, love, and much more. And that's what this is all about. People coming all together, writing this great impact of influence of their stories to impact you to start acting now on your own story. And that's what we want you to do. Take action right now. Don't wait. Don't procrastinate it. You have everything you need. Take the action. Just do it.
All right, Nike. Chip.
Yeah, so I think that the thing that's different about this one is the premise of the Impact of Influence Volume 7 is overcoming adversity, right? Like it's geared towards overcoming adversity. And so I don't care who you are, none of us are immune from growing through adversity. You got that, right? Growing through adversity, right? And so that's the title of my chapters, grow through adversity. And for me, I feel that it's a process, right? We're all going to have those adversities, but what we have to do is, when we're in those moments, have the awareness to learn the blessings from the lessons that we have, and then take that and use that to be a blessing to others. And that's where it gets good, because, and this is one of the quotes that I have in my chapter, it's life-changing to change lives. Let me give you that one again. It's life-changing to change lives. And when you know that what you've done, the adversity that you've had to overcome, when you learn that it's not in vain, that it's for a purpose, it lights you on fire, because you can help somebody else with it. And so for me, I think that's the importance of people getting this volume 7 in comparison to the other ones, right? It's specific to overcoming adversity.
Wow. Thank you so much for jumping on and joining us on Sustainable Growth. It was a lot of in this conversation. It was a whole bunch of in here, but it was good. It was needed. It was meant to be shared right now on this platform. So I thank each and every one of you for joining in. And Chip, as always, just let me know and I'll get it set up. So, you jump on here at any time. So thank you all for joining us, and we'll talk soon. And I will begin my copy of Volume 7.
Thank you for this opportunity. And since this is about growth, don't go through it, grow through it.
There you go. Look, if we're going to end it on that note.